Thank you. It's a disturbing trend across America and here in our valley. Teens taking to social media, posting threats against their schools. It's a scary scenario for parents and students. 13 Action News anchor Todd Quinones spoke with CCSD police to find out what's being done to protect our kids. It's part one of a special Raising the Bar report.
How big of a problem is this?
It's a pretty large problem.
Hiding behind a device, many teens these days are venting their anger and frustration online. The Clark County School District says that is what's scaring many local students.
20% of the kids don't feel safe going to school, and that's 20% too many.
Sometimes that anger and frustration turns into threats on social media. The goal of the CCSD police is to find those behind the threats and make sure they don't turn into something bigger. The latest arrest involves Rand Joseph Wallace. The 18-year-old is accused of posting a social media threat that he would shoot up a football game at Legacy High School. Other online threats made this year include the arrest of a Fresno, California 16-year-old, a high school student in Washington State, and a middle school student in South Carolina.
It happens more often than you think.
I feel like the internet makes people way more brave.
13 Action News spoke with a local family who says everyone should do their part in stopping possible attacks.
I definitely would report it, maybe even talk to them.
It comes down to the parenting, to have a conversation with their kids, to know that what is right and what is wrong to say online or to anyone.
It turns out school district police believe that is the best line of defense.
How do you stop this?
Well, the key thing to try to stop this is just to have parents talk to their students.
Sergeant Brian Zink says schools can only do so much. He wants to see parents take more of an active role to check what their kids are doing online. And when a parent, friend, or anyone else suspects someone may be dangerous, they're encouraged to call Safe Voice. It's an anonymous system for reporting tips with live response 24/7, 365 days a year.
Safe Voice has been phenomenal. Several of the bigger cases that we've worked that have had the terroristic threat underlyment to them, or even any other drug cases, things like that. We've gotten great tips from Safe Voice. I think last year, Safe Voice alone got over 5,000 tips.
Since last year, school district police have arrested 53 students for terroristic threats against a school. And Zink says the school district has a dedicated officer looking into tips coming into the Valley's Fusion Center. That's where officers from each jurisdiction collect and analyze data. He says advancements in technology and new partnerships are also helping.
There are agencies within the United States government or groups that do work for the government that do look for keywords that are posted on social media, and then they will alert us.
Many social media companies are also more willing to work with law enforcement these days to help prevent any possible attacks. But in the end, Zink says it is the people closest to a possible suspect who need to be willing to say something.
Generally, they always let somebody know, or somebody observes a behavior in a friend or an acquaintance that just doesn't seem right, which gives them concern. And we always applaud those people when they come forward and they tell us.
Well, we have more information about how to file a tip with Safe Voice on our website at ktnv.com. Next Monday is part two of our special Raising the Bar report. 13 Action News speaks with the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office about just how seriously they're taking these school threats.